friends! Welcome back to Second Star to the Left. I'm Michelle, and this is my daughter Billy.
Hi!
And here's where we'll share board game reviews, ramblings, and a few wrong turns along the scenic route. As promised in our GenCon wrap-up video, we have a haul video. We got a lot of games.
A lot.
You might notice that the sound's a little wonky or things are a little different. And
because she's dumb.
Yeah. I'm shuttling back and forth between here and my mom's, who is recovering from surgery. Hi, Mom. And I forgot some things at my mom's house.
Because you're dumb.
So we're making the best of it here. So bear with us, and really you're only here to see the games, right? Okay.
Let's start at the top of the pile.
No,
those are the ones we can reach.
Let's start at the bottom of the pile. Okay, these are in no order.
That whole tower of games shook when you touched it. Be careful it doesn't fall.
These are in, no real order. But the first two were the first two games that I bought when we got there, because they were kind of up there on our list, right?
Did you buy the second one?
Yes, I did. I mean, I didn't physically...
You weren't the one that picked it up.
Yeah, but I paid for it.
I guess.
Okay, so the first game on my list was Akropolis, and I couldn't wait to grab this one. We had looked at this one before going to Gen Con, and even though it's already punched out when you get it, we're still looking forward to playing this one. This is exactly our speed and our style of game, that kind of tile placement, puzzly game. So we can't wait to try this. Haven't tried it yet, but again, like I said, been shuttling back and forth with most of it just being at my mom's for the last week or so. So we haven't had as much chance to play all these.
We haven't had any chance, really.
We just played a game, though. That was good.
We did, but it was a 5-minute game.
It was a no spoons game. This is not a no spoons game. So this one, this was one of the ones on our top 5 list to go pick up. And we got it right away. And I'll say that when we got to the booth, they had made kind of a wall of piles of Akropolis games. And Jim, who had never been with me to a convention, said, "That's crazy. They're never going to sell all those games. Why'd they make a wall?"
Gone by the first day.
Gone by the first day. So you'll see more about this coming up. I'm absolutely positive.
Don't hand me things.
Oh, I'm going to hand you a lot of things. Shove them way down the table.
Way over there.
The next one on the list is Twilight Inscription, which I learned the rules for now. So we're ready to go.
Do you know the rules?
I do.
So if I asked you questions about the rules, you could answer?
No, I'm not going to answer your questions. I'm just going to teach you how to play. I thought this was going to be way more complicated than it looks like it's going to be. It is a 2-hour roll and write, but I think that it's not as complicated as I originally imagined. And we haven't played Twilight Imperium because Twilight Imperium is a big monster game that takes all day and more than 2 people.
It's on the bucket list, though.
It is. It's a bucket list game. Maybe we should make a video of bucket list games.
That'd be fun. That, Fury of Dracula.
Yeah.
End of
Who
list.
Who goes there?
Oh, yeah. Who goes there?
Yeah. Okay. We'll make one of those. Anyway, Twilight Inscription. I ran to Fantasy Flight and tried to find this. It was not there, but Max from Table Knots called me and said, "I have one in my hands. Should I pick it up for you?" So obviously we said yes, because here it is. Thank you, Max. And we can't wait to give this one a play. I should mention that 3 of the games that we purchased went to my mom's and are still there. So we're just going to talk about those really quickly. And they were small box games so that I could put them in a travel bag and take them to my mom's and play with my sister. And we haven't been able to manage much game time, so we're working on it. But the first one of those is Cat in a Box, which seemed to be the thing that everybody was running for, and that's from Bezier Games. And it is a trick-taking game where none of the cards have suits. All of the cards are black, and the way that you determine the suit is to put a little colored piece on it after you play it. So if you play a 7, you could be like, well, now that's a red 7. It looks really, really interesting. We haven't got a chance to try it, but we will keep you posted. This will probably show up in one of the small space videos. The second one that's not here is That Old Wallpaper, which we have played a lot. Even Billy played that one.
Yes.
And I had been looking forward to this one heading into Gen Con, and now that I have it, I try to show it to anybody that will sit down.
It's really fun. Are you going to tell them about your secret, super cool modification?
So I worked out a solo variant to that Old Wallpaper, and now I'm playtesting it. And if it kind of holds up and stays balanced, I will ask Nathan Thornton if it's okay, since he designed the actual game, and I will share it with you. So if anyone's saying, hey, that wallpaper is beautiful, I sure wish I could play that game too, you'll be able to, and I will share the solo variant.
Well, if you own it.
You
still need to own the game.
Well, they need to own the game, but they should own the game. It's beautiful.
Well, yeah, but you're making it sound like, I'm just going to give out the game for free.
I'm not going to give out the game for
free.
I'm putting you in the bloopers.
You're giving rules for free.
The third game that's not here is Wicked and Wise by Fortessa Elise and published by Weird Giraffe Games. And that is another trick-taking game, surprise, surprise, where you are dragons and mice and you're trying to collect gold. It's a really interesting trick-taking where you're playing more than one card in the trick yourself, and then mice are helping you. Really loved it at 2-player. Haven't played it at other player counts, but we will keep you posted. This is one of my favorites that I've played so far. So I'm sure that will show up in a small space video in the future. So those are the 3 that weren't here, and we can move through the pile. We picked up Quirky Circuits from Plaid Hat Games, which we'd been looking at for a little while, and then we walked by the booth and just couldn't resist. Look at that. Look how cute they are. And also, it's a programming game, and Billy loves programming games.
Very much my kind of thing.
And it's Plaid Hat Games, and we trust them, so I just have to learn the rules for this one, but I think we could play this one pretty soon.
I feel like that's true of most games.
Yeah, but this is only like 15 to 30 minutes, so I feel like we could learn this one pretty quick and get it to the table.
True. But I just meant you have to learn the game before you can...
Yes, I have to learn the game.
You do.
Do you learn the games?
For one of these,
For one of them, it's coming. Billy has to learn the rules. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Does not copyright. Star Wars Villainous. It was inevitable that we were going to bring this game home, mostly because I pre-ordered it. But I mean, it was inevitable that we were going to.
Does that mean we're going to have 2
buy
copies
this
now?
game. No.
You picked up the pre-order at GenCon?
I picked up the pre-order. Okay. Yes. Okay. How are we going to pass this by? And I got to see it demoed by the absolutely kind and wonderful Sam from Lord of the Board. It was so much fun to get to hear his excitement and his passion for this game while he was demoing it. And so much credit to him for demoing it all day, every day at the con. So that was really one of the highlights, was getting to meet him. This looks super fun. This is Billy's favorite version of Villainous before we even play it.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you posted. Next up are some games we got when Vlad from AEG invited us to a content creator event, which is just really exciting that we got to do something like that. And these were provided for us, and they includes Wormholes.
Because we're cool and famous now.
Because we're cool. Maybe not that cool or famous, but...
Oh, okay. I'm cool and famous. Just bringing you along. I'm really excited about this.
Yes, this is a pick up and deliver game in space, but you can build wormholes that allow you to cross the board more easily, but you're not the only one that can use them. So your opponents can also use the wormholes that you build. So you'll have to be strategic about where you place them, which is going to be tough for me because I'm just going to want to bounce around the board because that seems really cool.
I feel like I'm going to have an advantage in this game.
What game don't you have an advantage in? I might have mentioned that while I love board games, I don't win board games that often.
That makes me seem mean.
No, just better at board games. So that was Wormholes. True. The next game provided to us by AEG, I did get to try, and I got to try it with John D. Clare himself, and that is Ready, Set, Bet, which is this wonderfully exciting racing betting party game where someone is rolling the dice to simulate the horse race, and everyone else is live placing bets real time. So the dice are rolling constantly. It's not really turn-based. It's just the whole race is taking place and you're slapping these bets down, trying to decide which one's going to come across the line first. You can place bets to win, place, or show. So you can kind of cover your bases if you think one might win or not.
You can ready, set, or bet.
You can ready, set, or bet. It's a lot of fun. And then you have cards that give you like extra abilities. Really exciting game that had a bunch of strangers laughing and yelling and slapping down bets. And any party game that can do that, that's a win.
Is it a party game?
Well, I mean, I think so. It's up to 8. I think it's up to 8 people.
2 to 9. Wow, you don't know this game.
It's 9 if one person is rolling the race and 8 people are betting.
Sure it is. Good cover.
The other game provided to us by AEG was the Guild of Merchant Explorers, which I also got to play at AEG's big game night, and by the second round I had it figured out. It's not complicated, I just missed one tiny rule.
Was it a very big, important rule?
Mm-hmm, yeah. Mm-hmm. We had been looking forward to this, and now that I just have to teach you how to play it, I think this is going to be one that you really enjoy. So you're exploring, go figure, Guild of Merchant Explorers, and trying to connect your villages to, there's different islands on your maps, and there's a bunch of different maps in here as well. I only played the one, but I think there's 4 or 6 maps in here.
I'm looking forward to this. Maybe I could play this tonight before you leave if there's time.
Maybe. Yeah. I do have to head back tonight. Guild of Merchant Explorers is one I think that's going to be easy to get to the table. Setup is really quick. The rules are pretty simple. What are you looking at?
I was looking at the time to play.
What does it say?
45. We could easily do that.
I think this is going to be an easy one to get to the table because it's about a 45 minutes to play. And the setup and takedown are really quick. I really had a good time with this. I think Billy's going to love this one. Next on the pile, we have...
Don't tip it. Well, the dice are going to come out.
They're in a bag.
Oh.
We have Strike, which we have heard lots of our friends talk about how much they love this game. And I went looking for it and couldn't find it. And Doolin found it and gifted us this copy. Thank you.
Because he's one of the coolest people.
He is. And so we have Strike and we got to play, and I already had Billy playing, and you will be surprised that in a Press Your Luck game, Billy likes to press her luck.
Constantly. It'll work out one of these times.
This is a really simple, no spoons kind of game where you're just chucking dice in a bowl and making pairs, and it's a lot of fun, and we already played it a couple times. We also grabbed Dice Miner. I had been holding out because I really wanted the fancy deluxe one with the mountain, but I also really wanted to play it, and it looked like the deluxe one was not going to be coming our way. So I got to play this one with Doolin and Emily from Table Knots and Jazz from Lobby of Hobbies, and it's just kind of a nice chill dice collection game. You're not really rolling them, you're pulling them off. You're mining them, if you will.
Ah, that's why it's called that.
And you're making sets and runs and collecting things. It's really nice. Not too competitive, although there is a little.
Everything's competitive here.
It is. I'm excited to show this one to Billy, so I think it'll be fun.
Yeah. It's very pretty.
I did try to hold out for the big mountain, but I couldn't do it. We have already showed Billy this. You gonna help hold these?
No.
These are the expansions.
You made the very dumb mistake of showing me this game first.
I did. This is Mythic Mischief, which is just a strategy game. It's like chess in a library with teenagers and a troll. I don't know if that makes sense.
Chess is the right
Isn't it?
No.
No, I think it's kind of chess-like.
The game it reminds me of most is a video game called Into the Breach, but I don't think...
I don't know what
you'll get... That reference is not...
It's 1 to 4 players, which I'm just now realizing there's a solo mode. I'm going to have to check that out. 4 players was a little bit of chaos with so many groups on the board. 2 players works out pretty nice, just head-to-head. When you played 4, though, we played 2v2. So even though there were a lot of little ghouls and vampires and monsters on the board, we were in teams. This one is going to get a ton of playtime because it's nice for us to have just this head-to-head strategy game where we can mix in all these different groups. Because in here we have...
wizards, vampires, zombies, and a 4th one.
Vampires.
I said vampires.
Wizards, vampires,
Frankensteins,
zombie, and monsters. So that's in there. And then we got witches.
I know it's Frankenstein's monsters.
And trolls.
I know I said Frankenstein's. I just want to get out. I just want to get ahead of that.
And ghosts. We've played the trolls and the witches.
Yes, and from the base game, zombies and... Who did you play? I think it was
Wizards.
Vampires. Was it Wizards? It was Wizards.
Yeah. whenever Billy loses, she declares that that group is no good. Has nothing to do with how you played.
Oh, shush.
It's the group. The witches are no good.
No, let's be clear. I did not say they were no good. I said they were not my thing. And I did not click with them, which is a reasonable thing to say. Pandasaurus
was kind enough to provide us with Skull Canyon Ski Fest, which I may have described as, what was it, 1080? Is that the game that was... the Nintendo
64.
Yeah. So we played this a little bit.
That's pretty much the main reason I wanted this game was memories of that.
Right? It's very nostalgic. We played this a little bit at PAX Unplugged back last season, and so now we're excited to get this one. And I have a really good plan to do a video of this, so watch out for that one. It's coming up pretty soon.
You have a plan?
I have a plan. I'm telling you my plan. What's the plan? While we were at Pandasaurus booth, I couldn't resist picking up some other things, so we purchased Nacho Pile, which is just a straight-up press your luck game.
And it looks like nachos.
Just picking, I had to keep your dad from saying, you got chips? We didn't, okay. He got fooled. But this is just a straight-up press your luck game. It's really cute.
I can't promise that I won't, reflexively try to eat one at some point.
It does look... And I didn't cut it. I tore it, so now it really looks like there was a bag of chips. Right? And we also picked up Sobek 2-player, which I heard a description that said... This is like Jaipur, but better. We will see, Sobek. We will see. But if it's even close...
then I will win every time, because you have never won Jaipur. How many times have we played?
Few.
I was worried earlier in the episode about sounding mean because I won too much, but forget that. Mm-hmm. I'm the best.
Yeah, I never win Jaipur. I think I won one time, but not against you.
You won a round. You didn't win the game.
It's the camels. I'm hoping for better luck with Sobek. But this looks like... I saw it played a bunch at Gen Con. I didn't get to try it, but I did get to watch. So I think this is going to be one that hits our table a lot, like Jaipur. So we also got to meet with Cosmos while we were there and talk to them. And as I was talking, I mentioned to them that Billy has put in many hours playing a video game called...
Over 200 total, I think.
Over 200 hours playing a video game called Anno 1800. They thought maybe we might be able to work with this game. Yay! So this is the one game
you have a decent chunk of hours in it, too.
I do have some.
Not quite 200.
No, quite 200. But this is the one game that Billy has to learn and teach the rules to, because with 200 hours into the video game, seems like you have the best background for this. So we are really excited to explore and see the differences and see if we can build up our village. And I'm going to see if I can keep my village in the board game from catching fire. Because
you just always burn your islands down in the game.
My villagers don't survive very well in the video game.
The trick is to build fire stations.
They cost money. I'd rather have the cool buildings. Maybe I'll do better when it's the board game. Who knows? But we're really interested to do this. This was top of Billy's Cosmos wish list.
Pretty much top of my Gen Con list.
Yeah, so we've been looking at it. She's super excited. I'm excited. And we can't wait to make a video where Billy learns the rules. I'm just going to call the video Billy Learns the Rules. No? Okay.
You should not put all your eggs in that basket.
Just because we were away buying an insane amount of board games doesn't mean board games didn't arrive while we were gone. So 2 Kickstarters that we had backed arrived when we were gone. The first is Don't Go In There, which is a spooky game. So good thing spooky season is coming up. Honestly, I will tell you that I don't know too much about this game at all. I really don't, except that it's spooky and that the box is a dice tower. And I thought that was the cutest thing ever. And I'm always all in for a good spooky game. So there you go. And when I figure out more about Don't Go In There, besides the adorable spookiness of it, I will share coming up what we think of this game. Because that's going to be really soon. Because we are a mere week and a half away from spooky season.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bring on fall. The other Kickstarter that arrived while we were not here
Is a monster.
is a monster of Billy's doing called Windward. Billy, why do we have Windward?
Because it's got airships and sky whales.
Because it has airships and sky whales. If you make a game with airships and sky whales,
Instant buy.
we will buy it.
No matter what. My two favorite things.
I believe this is another game on the Billy Learns the Rules list. We haven't even cracked this one open since it did just arrive when we got home from GenCon, and I haven't really been here, but yeah, airships and sky whales. So
This box is huge.
it is huge, and it's chock full of minis, and I'm going to see if you can see this. Maybe you can. I love the board.
It's really cool. It's like an old-timey globe.
Right? Everything about this, besides me joking that Billy will buy anything with airships and sky whales because she will, I like the look and the feel of this game, and we're going to see if something this big is going to hit the table as much as we would like it to.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Those are the games we brought back from Gen Con. And considering we had to fly and buy an extra suitcase and then drive home because the flight got canceled.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Because
Or that sounded fun. I wasn't there.
It wasn't as much fun.
Did we mention I wasn't there?
Yeah, Billy didn't go to Gen Con, but
No.
she will be at PAX.
I will be at PAX.
So if you want to say hi.
PAX Unplugged specifically.
Yes. Because we are still away, because I am still at my mom's most of the time for the next week or so, we're going to extend the giveaway another week. So if you want to win a copy of Botnik, or one of our snazzy shirts, or a Button Shy game, head over and watch our anniversary video. I'll put the link down below, and you can jump in the comments and tell us about a wrong turn that you've made playing board games, and you'll be entered to win. So that will be extended one more week, just because I'm not here to take care of it, and I want to make sure that we spin that wheel and give someone good a chance to win. Actually,
are we going to build a wheel?
3 people. No, it's a digital wheel. It goes.
Oh,
bzzz.
that's less exciting.
I'm not going to build a wheel.
Sorry, people. She's not cool enough to build a wheel.
So now all we have to do is play through all of these games and the pile over there. I think we might be back up to...
Oh, goodness. I forgot about that pile.
I think we might be back up to an unplayed games video as well. Maybe that's very spooky.
We have so many games.
Thank you for watching. If you like what you see,
Or if you'd like to keep watching until you get one right, I knew my line.
then please like, subscribe, and share. If you want to find us elsewhere on social media, including on our Discord, all of that information will be down below. As always, open tables, open minds, and play yourselves.
Bye.
Got a weird microphone. Don't know if anybody's going to be able to hear us. Don't know. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Second Star to the Left. I'm Michelle, and this is my daughter, Billy.
I forgot to turn the fan off.
I forgot to turn the fan off.
What are the phases you go through on your turn?
Dice and things. Don't do that. I'm not putting that in the video.
You said you knew the rules.
I knew most of the rules.
I called your bluff.
I watched some videos. We were... So...
You're good at words.
Bleh. So we
This
picked
is
it
why
up.
you're the face of the channel.
I know, and they were kind enough to... Yeah, I got it right.
Played it.
I know, but I don't remember words.